Hey yo, how's it going, boys? What is up? Sora's back once again for another character impressions. This time we have the new water character, which is also a Shadowverse character. Supposedly, her name is Filene. Yeah, whatever her name is. She's water. She's unknown. She's a special type character. She's a spear user. She has 9500 attack and 1140 HP. Okay, so little brother managed to get it, so that's great. Alright, so her Ogi is steel wise. Massive water damage to a foe. Extend silvery snow buffs duration by 2 turns. Bonus damage to foes with White Frost Whisper effect. Oh, she's another Folia type of character. White Frost Whisper. Water damage to a foe, hit to attack and defense stackable. White Frost Whisper effect. Takes bonus damage from Filene's charge attack. 4 turns. Local debuff. So it needs to be there in order for her to actually do an extra nuke. Okay. So that's good for OTK, I guess, but you need to press an extra button. Silvery Snow boasts to water allies' water attack and skill damage specs. Bonus water damage effect. 6 turns. Oh, so this is the one. So it extends. Oh, okay. So Ogi extends this. So it lasts for 6 turns. Cooldown is 12 turns. Which they get skill damage specs. Frigid Embrace, 6 hit water damage to a foe, glaciate effect and delay effect. 6 turns. 6 turns, 6 turns, this one is 12 turns. Your final breath. Activate White Frost Whisper when an ally casts a skill that inflicts glaciate or cold cage effect. Lily's best friend, I suppose, or some other character that does that too. Permafrost, reduce water allies damage taken from foes with White Frost Whisper effect. Oh. I mean, so far she looks pretty whatever though. Like, just from looking at it in theory, right? She looks kind of like a whatever character. I guess it's kind of an okay character to use for full auto when you want to like pair with like Lily or some shit. Alright, her EMP. Let's see her EMP. Lots of skill caps. Lots of skill caps, water attacks. Yeah. 2 water attacks and 2 skill caps and 1 stamina. That's actually not bad though. That's a lot of extra raw damage, I suppose. I mean, it seems to help. Let's somewhat test it in my shitty water grid, shall we? Man, look at all the frozen, so-called frozen ice princesses or some shit like that. Look at that. So it's kind of bad in a way too for Lily. Because Lily kind of needs other thingy. I don't think Lily can activate twice though with her. Right? I don't think Lily can activate twice, right? Yeah, it doesn't activate twice. But she can activate as well though. So it's like, if you're actually using with Lily, right? She's negating one of her shit. But it pushed her over to her instead. Does that mean if you use summon that will work as well? The summon doesn't work? Huh? Oh, it even works for herself too, huh? Okay. Does this not work? Is this like a wrong tooltip or something? I don't see echo though. Huh. Wow, I have never seen that Ogi before. Ogi isn't half bad though. Yeah, Ogi isn't half bad though actually. I'll do it again. I mean, my damage sucks, yeah, no shit, but it's actually not bad though. That because the nuke helps a lot. Yeah, I think it only works if an ally casts a skill though that inflicts any of that. So I guess if MC does it, it doesn't work, I think. If you use it as Ogi. Summon Macula? Isn't that like a summon though? Because it doesn't count as this, right? Because it only says ally casts a skill. I think it should work though, right? Like on paper it should work, right? Because if he's casting a skill, it should work. If it's like Ogi or whatever, it should not work. If like you cast it from a summon, yeah, either a summon or Ogi, it should not work. You have to physically cast it as like a part of your skill set. Then yeah, maybe that should work. Like on paper, it should work, right? I mean, it's kind of not bad. Her EMP is not bad though. Because like you can just have a lot of skill cap and it does look like she has the potential to hit really, really hard though. Like this one looks really, really high damage though, this thing. Especially if you have Belial. Because it's 6 hits, right? Because you can do this and it potentially does this as well. It's like, this skill is essentially 2 skills in one, which is kind of sick though if you think about it. It feels kind of neat if you're using the Lumberjack full auto setup. It really does look like she's a very full auto setup type of character either way. Isn't it? Because you can technically kind of extend this non-stop in a way. But why the fuck did they say echo here when there's no echo? Like even in the skill effects here, it doesn't even show it. Fucking stupid tooltip, man. Fucking big debate. For a moment I thought this was like, if they actually have actual echo, right? She doesn't seem to be like a bad character. Because it's... Imagine permanent echo though, if you think about it. A permanent echo from a special buff. Because this looks like a special type of buff, right? So it looks like you can essentially stack it with other sources quite easily. That's why I was thinking like, hey, that wouldn't be too bad, isn't it? Yeah, it can be removed as well. That's why it's so... I feel like it's actually pretty nice. It has the potential! But no! Jabeda, dude! What is this shit? But all in all, she looks like a really good full auto character though. She doesn't look like a good character to work with Lily though. The only problem is like, she may actually work relatively well with Lily, just for one thing. The damage reduction is probably gonna be fucking insanely high. You know? Because you have Lily's the shield thingy, and then you have the Lily, the crest thingy, right? If you're using with Lily, right, you get her crest thingy. There's this fire damage reduction thing based on the crest, right? So it's like you have that, and then you have her this thing, right? So as long as you have this effect, it's essentially going to reduce more damage, right? Because this is technically from another source, so it should work. Like by right, it should stack together with the Deluge Crest thing from Lily. So it would essentially mean that you just have like crazy amount of damage reduction. So imagine if you just also use like, say for example, like the Draconic Weapon or some shit. For example, with that as well, like you just probably don't take any damage at all. You can just happily full auto and, you know, any types of raids. Or heck, I mean, I guess you could even just use her with Lily in a way where you can just rely on just Lily casting it once, because she is casting the other one. So maybe just leave it to Filene, yeah, God, I can't even pronounce her name properly. I would actually think that Macula might be a better character to go with. Just because the fact that What's that? Macula has skill cap stuff. I mean skill spec stuff, right? Yeah, I think Macula might be a better character. It's just like I would really just think the fact like you only consider Lily if you just want more damage reduction, but I think if you just want more damage, probably Macula is like way better. Her Glaciate skill is 6 turns cooldown as well. So it's actually not too bad. Because it also works it kind of works well with her in a way, just because that they have different types of debuffs going around, right? Because at least also Macula has gravity as well, which is nice. Because Macula's Glaciate skill has gravity and attack down thing. And then you have the attack and defend down stackable from Filene. She has delay as well. She has delay too. So it's actually not bad. So it's like you get skill specs from this, you get skill specs from Macula as well. With the whole crest thingy if you're using like Monk or whatever. But I think it's probably better to... I mean, you can kind of go with either Monk or Lumberjack anyway. Probably Monk is much better if you're using a character like Macula or Lily anyway, because the crest thingy, you want it to go up consistently, right? Then you just use Opus main hand or some shit, right? Even Macula has delay as well. So imagine you can have double delay too. And both of them have like different timings too, because Macula is at 7 turns, and then Filene has 6 turns, right? So the timing on the delay is going to be different. So it's actually not bad, right? If you think about it. It's only like the first 10 obviously is all going to be used at the same time if you're using it together, right? And yeah, I mean like even Macula can heal and shit too, like on Ogi and stuff, right? So it's not bad. I could potentially see Macula being the much better character to work with Filene instead of Lily though. Lily can still kind of work, it's just that because Lily needs you to have different types of character race. Oh my gosh, she's so racist, man, SMH. In order for her to be like at a full potential, right? Just so that her nukes activates twice or like some shit like that. But either way, she still kind of works okay with her, just so that she has more damage reduction. You know? That kind of shit. I mean, the Macula's fire damage reduction isn't really that high anyway, because it's only like, what, 5%? So it's not too big of a deal. It's just that, yeah, end of the day, Filene looks like a very full auto character. Which is okay though. It's not too bad. She looks like a very decent full auto character. I mean, end of the day, you can definitely see just by looking at her kit, right? She's just a very... What's that? She's a very subtickable character that you can just probably ignore. I mean, she is a subtickable character, but like, yeah, you can pretty much just ignore her. It's not really like, oh my god, she's like a must-have kind of shit. I mean, I guess if you want her for the sake of waifu, yeah, I guess you could. Right? I can totally understand that, I suppose. But yeah, end of the day, she's gonna be very, very situational because she relies on having other characters. So, like, if you're, like, say for example, if you're like in little brother's position where you just can't, like, have like specific characters to work with and shit like that, she's probably not really a great character to use anyway, because she definitely needs other characters to bring her full potential, right? So you need that. You need other characters and probably better grid. She's not like what you see in Sandalphon, okay? At least Sandalphon carries your ass so hard if you have shitty grids, man. She doesn't really essentially does that. She needs you to at least have other characters to work with. It's just so that you can nuke better, you can nuke more, and at least those nukes can at least somewhat carry you. That's what that's my impressions on Filene. That's all I can say about Filene for now. You might see more of her details or numbers and stuff later on, but I guess we'll find out later anyway. This is supposed to be first impressions. I'll see you guys on the next video. Like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, whatever. Comment whatever.